No, the owners have called this press conference to address the allegations throughout the league that there was collusion between the owners of Big Cheese and Moons over my hammy this last week. The owners will read brief statements and will not take any questions.
Thank you. Right out of the box, I want to deny the allegations of wrongdoing and collusion on my part. I understand how it looks. It is hard enough to believe that a team that holds 2 championships and has made the playoffs every year of the league's existence could lose to Moons over my hammy 3 out of the last 4 years. And I understand especially how bad it looked this past week. Big Cheese has been accused of throwing the game at every aspect, be it the ownership, the coaching, and even the players. Regarding the players, I understand that Drew Brees was playing the Browns, who are the 21st worst passing defense in the league, and that they had only intercepted a ball 4 times the whole season. And I understand Drew Brees has never thrown 4 interceptions in the NFL before, but I'm sure he's done it sometime in his past Pee Wee League, something. It can happen. It can happen. He did not do it on purpose. And I understand that Marshawn Lynch was the CBS start of the week and failed to even make double figures. But in his defense, that's a lot of pressure for a guy who pretty much stinks at football. And regarding coaching, I know that I started Wes Welker over Kenny Britt. I recognize it looks bad when you bench a guy who can score over 40 points in only 3 quarters of play for a guy who scored 2.5 points in your starting lineup. It looks bad, but seriously, who the freak is Kenny Britt? I picked up the guy off waivers because CBS Sportsline told me to. Why didn't CBS Sportsline make him the star of the week? That would have been nice, and we probably wouldn't be here today if that had happened. And of course, there is the accusation that the Big Cheese, the defense, tanked on purpose. And I understand that no one has ever seen negative 10 points from a defense in the history of Bradenton Fantasy Football. I know that that's hard to believe that that's possible. But in my defense, and I understand that I had somebody sitting on my bench with 12 positive points in defense. But in my defense, well, there's really no defense for that. I just don't know what happened there. Anyways, in conclusion, there's no proof of collusion on my part. I just had a tough week and am looking forward to making the playoffs for the 10th straight year. And by the way, why are we being investigated? Why is Moons and Big Cheese the subject of investigation? What about Risky Business? Wasn't he messing around with the pictures of Jen Sturger 3 years ago? And I understand she's hired an attorney now. Let's look at that, why don't we? Thank you.
I also want to reiterate that there is no collusion on the part of Moons and Big Cheese. In fact, I am hurt such an allegation could be made. Seriously, it is so hard to believe that Moons can beat Big Cheese? And on that note, I'm tired of being given false awards such as the Toilet Bowl Award. It was a wise coaching tactic to start a running back that was on bye. Heck, maybe Big Cheese should have taken some notes when he thought about what defense he should start this past week. 0 is better than -10, isn't it, Big Cheese?
I hear you.
I just thought my 3 sons' team stunk so bad this year that I could win with only 1 running back.
You almost did.
But back to the allegations. Yes, it is true that we are partners in another business. And yes, Woody, we truly are the tenacious law firm, not that Culpepper crap.
Tenacious.
And yes, I do have the controlling interest in the firm, but rest assured, I would never let my controlling interest influence the actions of Big Cheese, nor would I ever consider cutting his salary to make sure Moons wins a game. There was no collusion. Let's just all accept the fact that Moons whipped Big Cheese's butt, and that Moons is a team to be reckoned with. I am on a 1-game winning streak, and more importantly, I now have 2 wins, and I am looking for more. Serious Snoopsters, 1 win last year? That's pitiful.
Didn't you have 1 win in 2000?
Let's don't bring up the distant past. That's gone. Bygones are bygones. So, Big Cheese is right. Let's move on from this discussion and discuss some more important topics. For example, what is up with my 3 sons and the lack of trades this year? Has he lost the desire?
Isn't it true?
Yeah,